Yo, what's up? It's SCC After Dark. It's your favorite night. It's our favorite night of the week. SCC After Dark joining you. Second week of our fresh new set. I'm kind of digging it. So,
Yeah, this
um,
looks like Locked on Vandy, honestly. Where is everybody?
yeah,
Come
looks like the
on
three
now.
of us we're
Doing another night?
reunited.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, welcome to this isn't Locked on Vandy.
No, it's not.
But Mike Huseman, Jake Thomas here. Steve is absent. We're a three-man weave here, like a high school basketball drill. We're
Yep.
the three-man. We're the three-man weave.
We're the Three Stooges.
I'm Larry. He's Curly. He's Mo.
Yeah.
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 So, anyway, got an action-packed show. The Biscuits guys, I think, are supposed to join.
Yeah.
So I don't think we have Steve nor Jeb tonight. So for now, it's just the three of us, and that's
Biscuits guys are definitely on government clocking time as usual.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like a Band-Aid. Or no, not a Band-Aid. They're gonna be like a blister. They show up when the work is done.
Blister.
Oh, yes.
They show up when the work is done. All right.
That's right.
So on today's episode, of course, we're gonna get off the rails. That's what we do. Offensive coordinator rankings. There was an interesting list there, so we'll talk about
Very.
that maybe. Some
Very.
new proposed calendar
Yeah.
that came out, and of course, the three of us already discussed this a little bit on Locked On Vandy, but
Yeah.
it was going to be for the whole group. But we'll discuss it again for all of you guys. If you want to see our initial discussion,
Hopefully my camera stays this time and I can contribute the whole conversation.
yeah,
Yeah.
that was
cut out we're doing.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
he just dipped away. Is the G
Yeah.
chord dip away?
Where did Mike go?
It was funny as Jake was like, "Yeah, you know what, Mike," and you just dropped.
Yeah.
was
I
like,
rewatched it this morning and saw that. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like,
Yeah.
oh.
I was like, that's just too funny. I just gotta
Yeah.
leave that in. So the new 5-and-5 rule. Those of you who haven't if you haven't heard or don't know the details of it, you get 5 years to play 5 seasons. So 5 seasons in 5 years. No exceptions, except for if you are in the military, if you go on a religious mission. So the BYU exception.
You go to BYU. Yep.
And of course, the female athletes if you get pregnant and want to come back. That's their exception. So I think ultimately, once they get through the initial mud here of this mess and this bog down, I think it'll be good. I think it's going to be real messy right now because they didn't grandfather those in that exhausted their eligibility under the old rule after their 4th year, and they want to come back for a 5th. They feel like they're entitled, but
And
NCAA drew a line.
there was a law school filed in Ohio today by 15 basketball players that want an exception for the high school graduating class of 2022 to be able to play a 5th year.
Yeah, and they should get it if they're going to start that.
I don't think they should get it actually.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah, because my thought is if we change rules in anything, you're not grandfathered into the new rules automatically. If you do something like it, you don't, the rules when you started playing college are okay to go by for you. I don't think you have to be given rules that are given to another recruiting class.
So just those that are affected by the old rule. And then those are going to be
done.
By the rule. You're done.
Handshake. Here's your diploma. See you later.
Yeah, that's the only group I kind of. It's just bad luck, I guess. It's the only group I feel for.
It is bad luck, but to me, it's if we're making this 5-and-5 rule, it's going to be hard line. We're not bending. Are we bending the very first time someone challenges it?
We shouldn't be. We should.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, you're right. I guess I just you feel bad, for those that because they were like, yeah, we
100%. Yeah,
but
yeah, I completely understand that.
Now the ones that are like in year 3, will they get it? Like if they still got 2 more, will they get grandfathered in? Like the ones that still have eligibility that are playing this year, will they get that 5th year because they're playing this year?
Fair question.
Yeah.
curious about. Like the group that just exhausted theirs sucks. It's life. You feel bad for them, but such is life, I guess, right? But like the ones that are right behind them, so the class of 23, are they affected? Like, are they still considered under the old rule, or since they're coming into year 4, are they going to get that year 5 because it goes?
Yeah.
You know, it takes.
I would think they would get it, but I don't know. Yeah.
You know, definitely class of 24 and beyond will probably get it.
Yeah.
It's just the 22 and 23. Well, 23 or 22 is obvious they're not getting it.
Yeah. 23 would probably get it. Yeah.
Okay. You know, I mean that's good then.
Yeah.
You know, just
Rick, to answer your question, that's actually determined by the individual schools. I didn't know that until I became a professor, but each school gets to decide on their own what is full-time and what is part-time. You do have to be a full-time student to be eligible to play sports. Now, it's either 12 or 9, depending where you're at. But if you're a grad transfer, it's usually only 6 if you're in a master's program. So each school gets to decide that on their own, essentially. And that's because some schools do semesters, some do trimesters, some do quarters. It varies based on where you're at.
Depending on what I eat on certain days, people think I'm in my 3rd trimester. So that's good.
Mike, I think when we discussed this on Law Talk Van the other night, you brought this up. I got 2 questions, and one of them I think you brought up. But how does this affect the JUCO players? Does their clock start under this and the new 5-and-5 rule? And the other thing is, I know there was something about red shirts, but what about injury red shirts? Is that still a thing?
It won't be.
Okay, I didn't think it would be.
And the JUCO one, we talked about it. I only said what my opinion was. I don't think we know the answer to what. Like, my opinion is once you start playing JUCO, that window should start. I don't think we actually know the answer to it, though.
I've heard the window. Yeah. I think I read somewhere, and I've read a lot of things in a lot of different places, so my wires could be crossed here. So, but I thought I saw they weren't going to make the exception for JUCO. It was going to start.
They shouldn't. Yeah, because then you're favoring JUCO over FCS and D2, and that shouldn't happen.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then of course, I don't know if we've ever gotten NAIA to NCAA transfer, but how would that affect it? Like NAIA, it's a totally different.
I'm sure we have it D2 and FCS. I can't think of an FBS one for the life of me. Yeah.
That would be an interesting case study.
It would be.
Because at some point you're probably you could very well get it. Like there's a lot of good NAIA.
Yeah, there are. So, and also that would be similar to JUCO in a sense that you don't have to pass the clearinghouse as an incoming freshman, where you do an NCAA. With NAIA, you're usually eligible no matter. You have a high school diploma, they're going to let you play.
That's a good point.
That's true. Yeah, I remember there were some kids with some pretty sketchy grades at my school that got offers, that got financial package offers from NAIA schools. I was like, okay, you guys are willing to take this on. Cool. Like there was 3 kids that we sent to, no, that was a D3 school. Never mind. But there was one that they ended up turning it down. This pair of kids ended up turning it down. Ended up opting to go to a JUCO that got shut down because they broke California recruiting laws or recruiting rules.
If you're breaking JUCO rules, you're really going overboard on this because they weren't really in existence anyway.
Yeah, no, it was. I was like, California has rules in JUCO, but I guess they recruited too many out-of-state guys. I think that's a thing. Maybe, I don't know. They had a bunch of kids from around the country, and the coach got fired, and they disbanded the program and displaced all of these kids. But it was a situation where they had a financial aid package at University of the Cumberlands, and they could have taken that and went to a 4-year school, but they decided to go to JUCO instead.
Boss man, what's up, man? Good to have you.
What's going on, guys? Good to see you. Nice to meet me.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Me, Corey, and Mike have been talking about the new 5 and 5 rule. We talked about this when I was on Locked On Van the other night. So let's get your opinion on it.
Yeah.
So I'm generally in favor of it. I think that the first thing I'll say on it is it's kind of funny and ironic, and I guess it's just where we are in college sports right now, where this rule was implemented in order to really stave off a lot of the lawsuits that we've seen. And immediately within 12 hours, we have a lawsuit. Like the next
I
day.
mentioned that earlier. With basketball, we have one already. Yeah.
Right. So, and also I put this in our newsletter, but it seems like that lawsuit might be kind of frivolous. Like, I don't really understand it. I think those kids that are suing are already grandfathered in. Like, it seemed really gray area and murky to me. And, I'm no lawyer, but
for me,
weird.
I thought it was they were the 2022 high school graduating class.
Okay.
The 23 ones are grandfathered in. I don't know if their class is.
Okay.
But,
Well, I mean, whatever, I guess. I don't know. At the end of the day, grandfather that class in or don't, I'm for this rule. Generally, my only caveat to it is I do feel like that there are extenuating circumstances with extreme hardship, right? Like you've got a mother who's got cancer and you need to take a year off to care for her, right? Or you get injured, right? You have a serious injury. Like I can understand where you get 1 year of extra eligibility for that. But those parameters would have to be super, super tight because they've been abused. So like we have
what if hear me out, guys. What if you're a 26-year-old G leaguer and you want to go play basketball for Will Wade? Would I get an exemption for that?
You should.
Right, no.
That's their whole roster right now.
Yeah.
And that's where I think like I land on this is that let's just get back to common sense, right? We just haven't had common sense here in college athletics for a very long time now. And I mean, we can talk about it right here. That's what common sense is, right? Okay, 5 for 5, that makes total sense to me. I'm for it. And then there can be very narrow, extenuating circumstances as to why you could get 1 extra year. And but after that, you're done.
The caveat, and I brought this up with Corey and Jake on Locked On Vandy, boss man. The carve out I think we need to look at are the Pro Kick Australia guys. They're dominating the punting world now, but they're coming over at 26, 27 years old. I think we have to do something to accommodate them.
That pipeline needs to stay open somehow.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's going to be a tough one because, like, the whole reason why we have this is the influx of international players coming into basketball.
Exactly. That will be taken advantage of if we make a rely. I said this, yeah.
And so it's like where – and this is kind of where I guess they're going to have to do some finagling. But, like, where do you draw the line?
Yeah.
It's like, where do you draw the line with the international guys? Like, do they come over – do you tell those guys just come over by the time you turn 19 and you're good? What do you tell them that then?
When it helps Clemson and hurts the Gamecocks, that's where I draw the line.
There you go. I mean, I think honestly that's the reason, right? Like these carve outs and these caveats that people kept adding and the international stuff and all that.
Yeah.
The NCAA just went all the way and said, we're not even going to deal with any of it, right? 5 for 5, period, end of story, done, no caveats.
Yeah, and the clock starts no later than the school year after you turn 19.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Unless you go to BYU, then it'll start when you're 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Which is great. I am Mike Huseman is supporting their First Amendment right. I don't want people to think I'm bad mouthing BYU. Good for them. Yeah.
Well, that's the caveat then. Hey, I'm I want to play when I'm a little bit older. Well, I'm just going to move to Utah. I'm going to become Mormon, and hey, they got pretty girls there. So marry a Mormon girl and play for BYU at 22.
What if I go to Texas A&M Qatar and need to go to that campus to make the Hajj and miss a year? Like what do we do there? Yeah.
Exception done. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah. That's for oil, baby. That's what we do here.
Yes.
In Texas. That's for oil. Then I mean, you can play at 40 if you want. I don't care.
But will let Texas Tech do the same thing, right? If it's for oil?
Absolutely not.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah, no way.
But yeah, I'm actually in favor for it because I mean we all on this show have said, using TJ Finley as an example, getting the 8th or 9th year. There's some that's getting 10th year. That's just ridiculous. There's no reason to stay in college football that long.
Jake, that is the quintessential poster child for this, right? Is
Right.
TJ Finley.
Yes.
I put that in the newsletter as well this week. It just there's many examples, but he is the main one because I mean, honestly, I would still like an explanation.
I know.
What was the justification? I never knew what the justification was or heard why he got not just 1, but 2, 3 extra years to play college football, like 4 extra years. I mean, it was just
And he
unreal.
wasn't the only. He's low hanging fruit, but he wasn't the only one either. I mean, we had an Oregon tight end that was in his 9th year.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. No, I agree.
Yeah.
The list is long, but he's the poster.
Yeah.
He is.
God, we're 6 years out of COVID and we're still
Yes. That's
dealing.
what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, you only supposed to get 1 year of extra eligibility for a COVID year.
I mean, there's
that
still
was-
people that graduated in the 20 teens.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's crazy.
No, there.
One of my
Crazy guy.
this dude won't mind me talking, but we have an athlete here at Marshall who I had in class, and he was a COVID guy and
No, you didn't.
might get drafted in baseball. But like I was saying, like, oh, if I don't get drafted, I actually might have another year of eligibility to come back. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
10, He's gonna be the decade.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Awesome guy though. He's a great guy.
Well, I mean, none of these guys are bad.
Yeah.
They're taking advantage of a system that's allowing them to play this long. Like,
Yeah.
I don't blame the athlete not one bit. I would do the same thing. If you're going to give me 10 years to play, hell yeah, I'm going to get 10 years to play.
Right.
Especially if I know I'm not going to MLB or NFL or
Yeah. Some of them
NBA
need to learn.
or
Some
whatever.
of them needs to learn
And if-
Indeed.com.
That's the great point, Corey, because the guys that know their dudes in the NBA, you're going in the draft at 19 or 20. And if you're in the NFL, it's 20, 21, 22.
Yeah.
The guys that really make it in the leagues aren't the guys using up all this eligibility. They're getting a paycheck as young as they can because that's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, for sure. And
But you now have the XFL, whatever it's called now. I think it's what the
UFL.
Yeah, UFL.
UFL.
So
Where AJ
So-
McCarron's head coaching it up.
he ruined the Birmingham Stallions anyway. But they could potentially go and play for one of those teams instead of playing in staying in college, perhaps.
That was one hypothetical I brought up of with UFL and Canadian football.
Yes.
Do they start signing some of the Australian guys? Then those guys view that as this is my tryout for the NFL. If I ball out here, I'll get signed to an NFL team.
That's a good point.
I mean, I think you're going to start to get to that when they realize that coming in as a 26-year-old is going to be a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I like that the NCAA is finally deciding they want to have teeth. I mean, maybe they'll start enforcing some rules and stuff.
They need to.
You know?
They do. And I came down like hard again, with my thing with the pro kick guys. 99% of that rule I'm in favor of. It's just that one carve out I want to see addressed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And yeah.
I'm looking up the class that TJ Finley was in. He was in
Oh
the
God,
class.
it's amazing. Yes.
Bryce Young, DJ
Wow.
Ukulele, CJ Stroud.
I mean, my gosh. Stroud's been in the league 5 years now, hadn't he?
We have guys not on their rookie contracts anymore that were in
Yes.
that recruiting class.
Right.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
So then another funny thing to point out here is that the other QB in that class, who was the other QB in that class that also committed to LSU? Can y'all name him?
Was it
Journeyman,
Nussmeier?
Max Johnson.
Max Johnson.
Oh, Max Johnson.
boy.
Yeah,
Wow.
he's still kicking around.
He's
Who's still playing football in college.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Who was the
He's
the
at
guy-
Georgia Southern.
Yeah.
Who
He
was
is. Yes.
who was it? Was it a wide receiver who just come back from or was he played some kind of sport? I think he went to MLB and didn't make it there, and then he just come
Oh,
back.
that's the guy at SMU. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's at SMU now. Yeah.
I mean, come on now. What in the world?
But that was happening even before the transfer portal. Chris Wenke won a Heisman Trophy at 28 doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
We've had guys doing that for a long time.
No,
Brandon Whedon.
Brandon Whedon, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it is. And so could you couldn't still do that, correct, under this rule? Does that eliminate this or no?
No, I don't
I
think
think
you
your
can.
window would start when you're 19. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it says your
Oh,
window starts
19.
at 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's 19 or when you that first semester after you or when you come on campus or something, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Man. Okay. So yeah, that eliminates those super old guys coming back and playing.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you go to military first and then come back to college after you serve.
Okay. So maybe there's a carve out for that. That's fair.
Yeah.
I like that. Yeah, but anyway, just kind of wild to look back at that class TJ Finley was in and the names that are
Corey,
on
you know
there.
who Corey, you know who Vandy signed in that class at QB?
Walter Taylor,
Ken Seals.
Wow.
Ken Seals. Yeah,
Good.
that was before my time as a
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know who the other one was too? They signed another one in that class.
Mike
Mike
Wright.
Wright.
Mike Wright. Yeah,
Mike Wright, yeah.
Mike Wright.
Okay.
Mike Wright just went through the NFL Combine this past season.
Yeah.
Wow.
He just left college,
Yeah.
so
He did.
he was.
had some electric games.
It's unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
Mike Wright.
Bijan Robinson was in that recruiting class. Tank
Good
Bigsby.
Yeah.
Jace McClellan and Roydell Williams for your tie, Jake. Yeah.
Golly.
God dang.
Take you back.
Blake Corum, he's been in the NFL for 4 years and won a natty
Yeah.
in Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah.
So, can y'all help me here on the new proposed calendar? Because I know there's like a lot of shifting.
I haven't even heard about this. I'm interested.
I can.
Yeah. So, one of my favorite things about it is that they're going to potentially allow for joint practices. And they're going to they're basically going to break up the off season and I think you get 21 days split over 2 periods, basically like 2 OTA periods.
Right now it's 21 total. It's going to go to 15 and 15 split over 2.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. But you can never they'll spread out the weeks though, so you can never go more than 3 days a week in that 15. So it's going to be 5 weeks break, 5 more weeks. Apparently the coaches want to do that because it'll mirror the NFL's OTA schedule essentially.
Which honestly I love, and I talked about it on the squad show. I absolutely love that.
It's good.
It's very good. And I think because it gets you great. I think it's going to make the game sharper because it gives you that work over the summer. It gives you that, like high schools are doing OTAs over the like high schools are working out and practicing. Like in Georgia, they have padded. They call them padded camps, where they do like a 2-day work day against another school, and it's like full pads, and they have a practice. They get, I think, or no, they call them. They actually call them OTAs. They get, I think, 3 OTAs per summer, where they can have padded practices with other schools, and so that's a big thing. I know in Tennessee you can do in June you can't do full pads, but you can do everything else.
Even doing can you imagine doing a spring scrimmage against another FBS school? How cool that would be, because all of us are starved for football.
They do that in high school.
Right. But you could make it something cool, like the money for this game is going to go towards X charity or whatever. Like you could do a lot of cool things with that spring stuff.
Or we'll split it even and it'll go to the NIL fund.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could. So you could also, instead of having those FBS versus FCS games during the season that everybody's griping about,
Right.
you put those in the spring, so they don't count.
Stevens talked about this already. Kind of like Alabama playing UAB, like for a spring game or practice.
It would be y'all playing. Is there a North Alabama?
North Alabama or
Huntsville.
something like that.
Yeah. The one I wonder if it's going to happen, and I don't know if this will happen.
Right.
I wonder if we're having spring games against other schools, do we do some of those internationally? Because the international games are growing. Do we decide to do the spring ball games internationally now? I could see that happening, realistically.
Just college football is just weird overseas.
Yeah.
But you think about it, you're doing it on a spring break as opposed to in the regular season. It might be good for everybody if you're going to do an international thing.
I mean, that would be cool.
Grow your brand over there at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. The other calendar one that and this kind of morphs into it's three things I'm going to talk about that go into each other. Because people got upset the last couple of years about the championship being too late in January. Mm-hmm. We're going to change it. So what is now week 0, the Saturday before Labor Day, that now becomes week 1 and everybody plays the old week 0. Then in January, the transfer portal is going to open January 1st. This year it opened the 2nd, so there's not a big difference there. But
I just want to see the end of the season. Like, I would love to have the national championship game wrapped up before the portal opens.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that won't happen. It will be in the middle of the portal. So right now the portal will open January 1st and be open for 10 days. Previously it was 15, where for whatever reason they're shortening it from 15 to 10 days. But that title game would be like the 7th or the 8th. Yeah.
So the teams still get those that are in the championship game and the players decide to leave, they still get an extra window like they have been to portal
They
out?
would get like 3 days after the title game to decide.
Ooh.
This one's well overdue. Like, this one is this one's in high school. This one's well overdue. The instant replay video feed, like, have coaches be able to watch instant replay. Mm-hmm. Video output during real time.
Okay, I didn't hear that one. That's interesting.
What is it? What is that like with pads on the sidelines, or what are we talking about?
Yeah, we're talking about pads on the sidelines. Right now, they're just looking at pictures.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that 100% should be done.
Because they do that in high school. It's called huddle sideline.
Yeah.
It's. I mean, in high schools it sucks because, like, you can't. It's hard to set it up at the high school level and manage it.
The end zone cameras just aren't great at that level.
Yeah, no, they're not.
You have some 15-year-old kid that's watching TikTok that misses 14 plays.
Yeah.
It's like, what are we doing here?
Yep.
I mean, the effort's there, but I mean, you get what you can get. But it's definitely flawed at the high school level, but it's definitely well overdue. Also, the OTAs and stuff is a high school thing. The spring game is a high school thing.
The other good thing, the other rule I did like that they changed is they got rid of the ineligible year for when you jump up to FBS. So North Dakota State and Sacramento State. Sacramento's not a state, by the way. But those teams can go to bowl games year 1, where before you're ineligible. They made it so they'll be bowl eligible year 1, which I think is fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was a weird rule that they couldn't be bowl eligible if they're coming to play the division. Like, play the division, like you got approved. Why
in the past,
penalized?
And in the past, it was almost a 2-year penalty because if you were moving up, FCS wouldn't let you in the playoffs your last year there either. So you got it on both ends.
Yeah, you're like, what are we doing here? Why so punitive?
Yeah,
just if you're a playoff team, you're a playoff team. So be it. If you're a bowl team, you're a bowl team. And it didn't matter for a long time because most teams making the jump couldn't win year 1 anyway. They were none of them were bowl eligible anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. UMass moved up 12 years ago. They never made a bowl game. No.
They're still getting screwed. No,
they are.
They even won a game since.
I want to go back to is the inter squad scrimmages kind of thing, right? For the spring game or however that's going to work out. I love the fact that they're potentially going to do this, and my mind immediately goes to Hard Knocks. Like, every school has their own that they put a YouTube show out and all that. All those are fun and great, and I watch as many of them as I can. And I know that we've got the Netflix show too that did some of it. It was good. It was okay. But I think that, look, if I'm Netflix, free idea here, Netflix, whoever, you should
Amazon Prime
sign.
will do it.
Who? Yeah, Amazon Prime, right? Like
they did the all or nothing series.
Longhorn Network might do the Texas one.
I've never heard of that. Hey, Amazon Prime, like sign a contract to do a Hard Knocks, or even Hard Knocks. Do Hard Knocks College.
I love it. Yeah,
right. Like
they tried. I think they tried to get Belichick to do it.
Did they?
I love that idea.
I would love to see Belichick because I want to know who's actually,
The other one I think
does have a series now.
No.
On YouTube.
So the other thing I think would be cool, like in basketball we have the Big Ten ACC Challenge. Like for spring, do Big Ten SEC. You get paired with a team from the other conference, and that's your spring football buddy for a week. Like that could be pretty cool to watch.
Yeah. Shoot, that's all. I love that. Look, and at the end of the day, I'm not fully on board with some of the changes in terms of all of it, but we understand what is coming, like where all these changes are going. The whole point of them is the almighty dollar. It's all about dollars. Yeah. Well, if that's where we're going in the sport, like, screw it. Let's try to get as many dollars as possible. And that type of idea right there, I'm watching every episode that comes out. If it's Illinois and Ole Miss and they're paired together for a week, like,
are you telling me you wouldn't want to watch a week of Shane Beamer and Brett Bielema going against each other in spring football?
Oh my god!
Exactly right. Like, it'd be a ton of fun.
Can you imagine? Like one of my favorite ones. The best ones are when the teams are like fighting. Like the year that they did the Falcons, Hard Knocks, the Falcons Titans. It was just constant like fights and coaches talking trash to each other. The Lions one was good with Dan Campbell. Where they went to the Colts and they got into it with the Colts. The best though was when they did the Texans, when they went to the Redskins.
I don't think I
I don't remember that.
There's a big.
Was that the Albert Hainsworth one?
No, it was DeAndre Hopkins and D'Angelo Hall got into
yes, I remember that now.
Turned into a massive brawl. Yeah. Like the equipment staff forgot the quarterback jersey, so they had to get Redskins jerseys and like cut them up and wear the quarterbacks.
Oh my god!
The Texans Hard Knocks is good because you have Vrabel is the, he's on there. Bill Bryan is the head coach.
Mm-hmm.
So
another idea I just thought about, like, I love like the crossover stuff sometimes, and like I've seen a million of them, but the thing that made me think of it, the other day I saw Josh Pate has a hat that says football is coming, and it's like the Game of Thrones lettering and all that stuff and whatever. So I like all the crossover stuff, when people do the crossover. What about like a spring training? Like MLB does spring training. Like, why not put like 6 different teams, 3 and 3, right? You get 3 from the Big Ten, 3 from the SEC. You put them in Ocala, Florida, or wherever, right? For 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Man, film all that. Again, I'm watching every episode.
Mm-hmm. That's a good point.
Have like a compound.
And not only am I watching every episode, but some years I'd probably travel down there to go watch practice.
It's like, it reminds me of like the 2020 NBA in the bubble, where everything is just together in one spot.
Yes. Yep.
That'd be good for the summer practice window where you go down and like instead of watching 7-on-7, you go down and watch that.
Yeah.
Good point.
Exactly.
Have tournaments.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that'd be fun. I'm into that idea.
Till one of your starting players tears an ACL in June and is out for the season.
Oh, why do you got to be Debbie Downer, man?
Yeah,
that could happen if you were working out. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but we're minimizing risk here too.
Screw that.
Yeah,
it's football, man.
Yeah,
people are gonna get hurt.
That's why you recruit. That's why you have a roster of 105.
Rub some dirt on that torn ACL.
Okay.
You'll be fine.
Doctors are good nowadays.
Yeah.
They are good. Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would love that. You know, I like the OTA model. I like the joint practice model. And just leave it to the teams to kind of communicate with each other.
Hey, how about go ahead.
I would say for me, I'm thinking like for me the oddball combination of like Beamer and Bielema hate each other. You have the most straight-laced angry man in Kurt Signetti going up against fun-loving Drinkwitz that makes jokes about everything.
Yeah.
Like the two, like
That
the
would
biggest
be-
odd couple you could ever imagine.
That'd be awesome too.
Yeah. Oh God, that'd be fun. Or like Fran Brown or Prime with Signetti,
Yeah.
where it's just two total different personalities. Prime is
Yeah.
just like larger than life, you know,
Yeah.
prime time, and then you got Signetti who's he's curmudgeon.
We're
you have-
basically just describing male reality TV because I would watch all these shows.
Yeah.
Every woman, you know, I'm sure would be like, this doesn't really seem interesting. And all of us are like, I'd watch every second.
You're right.
And then they're like, Love Island.
Yeah, exactly. Like hey,
Clark
I
Lee and
gotta
Pat
watch this
Fitzgerald
show.
being the same person essentially.
Yeah.
Like,
Going
yeah.
with each other.
Hey, let's do summer house college football coaches,
Yeah.
right? Just put them all.
Yeah.
Let's put them in a lake house, like 4 or 5 of them, and they have to get along for 2 weeks, and let's see all the
Yeah.
Have
shenanigans.
Beamer, you have Beamer, Kiffin, Bielema,
Yeah,
like
Dion.
Clark Lee,
Yeah.
Dion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think
When,
of
Signetti.
when ratings dip midsummer, Peter Herbstreit will show up in the Golden Retrievers to make
Yep.
boost engagement.
Yep.
yeah. Got like a wild card like Dana Holgerson. Throw him in there.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Tom Herman just kissing
that's
everybody
a
as
good
they walk in
call.
the door.
Yeah. Yeah.
Who invited this guy?
Yeah. Right.
What?
Hugh Freeze.
Oh my gosh.
Ed Orgeron.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hugh Freeze is just leading worship in the living room.
Yeah.
Righteous Gemstone style.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh
Well,
gosh.
I want to get off the rails just a second, but it is a football topic.
We're not off the rails already.
Well, I mean, we have actually talked about the new 5-and-5 rule and the new
We
proposed
have.
calendar, so we've been on
Yeah.
schedule.
Yeah.
But I got in a little bit early, and I was looking at some of our media assets, but I saw this, and I'm sure, Mike, you probably made this, or somebody made this, but I was looking at this. and this
I
is
did make
very
that.
good.
Yes.
This is
well,
very
Google
interesting.
Gemini gave me the big assist on that one.
Yeah, that is very interesting.
When
I was
did
looking at these.
when did this get in here?
Yeah, I was like, this is sweet.
Yeah, that
So,
is.
Yeah.
It's not as good as the chicken wing menu.
Oh yeah.
yeah, right.
That
Yeah,
was good.
but
You can order triple ghost pepper habanero,
So
yeah,
or you could get plain.
yeah.
for the overall head coach one, I
Yeah.
tried to make it like I gave the commands to make it like the SEC one. This is what it came up with. Yeah. And
But
it
I
took
love
a
that.
long time. It could not get Major Applewhite's logo correct for the longest time. And for Bill Belichick, it kept giving me a Patriots logo.
Of course.
Oh,
Yeah, and of course, Jamin Chadwell don't have a picture because I don't know. I think he's a robot, but
Yeah.
you know. But
Liberty.
Dave Aranda, it looked like he messed him up a little bit because he looks like he's like got one dark eye and one like no
That is-
eye or something.
yeah.
It's just that was crazy. But
the robot does a lot of cool things, but
Yeah.
it's still a little bit
Yeah.
off.
Right, just a little bit. But
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. I was looking, I was like, man, I read.
I
read
wrote
that
an article,
entire
and
list.
those were the. So I did a series where I did the coldest to hottest coaching seats for all 10 FBS conferences, and then the last one I did the 10 hottest overall.
Okay.
So, yeah. And
Yeah.
if I had to redo it again, I might have Dell McGee as number one, but Aranda was number one there, and McGee was 2 or 3.
This
Yeah.
is GPT. This is the difference.
That's
Yeah.
a good one.
That's a very good one.
Yeah, that's GPT. This one took a little bit of finagling because it kept giving me like weird stuff down here at the bottom. I wanted to be like, look, just no images at the bottom. And then
Okay. Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, my point is, Mike, GPT, just get like all your Google accounts and sign up for GPT and just cycle through them when you run out of free creations.
Yeah.
Just cycle through them until the other ones reset.
Yeah.
And just
I asked our tech guy here at Marshall, told me that he said GPT's way better for graphics. Gemini's probably better for text, but for that kind of stuff, he said the same thing. Like that's the one nice thing is we're Outlook University, so Copilot is built into our Outlook, and that's based off of GPT.
Yeah, Copilot's good. They're decent with graphics.
I haven't used it for graphics at all yet, so
they're decent with like simple graphics, things that don't require a lot of imagery. But it's great. It's great with
Lost Jake.
Jake just dipped away.
Happened to me a couple nights ago. Had some camera difficulties.
Interesting. This is you could always do 5 seasons. They just took away the red shirt, it seems. Yeah. I think that's
you had 5 to get 4.
Yes.
You weren't eligible to play 5. If you played 4 and 4, you were done.
Yeah.
You didn't get the 5th unless you got injured.
So I meant to others, Jake.
So you've always had the 5 years.
I'm back.
But this one you have 5 years.
Yeah.
Like
you
immediately.
You could play 12 games all 5 years under the new system if you wanted to.
Yeah. Which is great for development. I think it's good and bad for high school recruiting because you can get those guys in and get them playing. And I think it's gonna calm some of the movement down in the portal too, because guys are going to get on the field faster and they may be satisfied. The ones that are never satisfied are never going to be satisfied, no matter where they go. There's always going to be guys that go 4 schools in 4 years because they just are impatient. But the ones that like were borderline, that's like, well, I didn't play this year, so let me jump in the portal. They might play this year and go, oh, okay, I can see where we're going.
That reminds me of another good topic I wanted to bring up in terms of eligibility in the draft. Did you see what Major League Baseball recommended for the draft moving forward? They want to make it so high school seniors are not draft eligible. They want you to have to essentially play 2 years of college before you're MLB draft eligible.
Yeah, I think the Players Association shut it down. Like immediately shut it down.
Okay.
Really?
I mean,
I like
the players. They probably should have, but yeah.
The Players Association was like, nope.
I get it. Like if you're a kid who could play in the MLB or start going to the minors, make some money like right away. Like I don't understand kind of why you would limit that. Now, as a fan of college baseball, like I love college baseball.
That's exactly why I would have loved it.
Yeah, the influx of like, incredible talent, the top tier talent having to play 2 years in college. Like, hey man, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
But arbitrarily, telling them they can't play, I don't know about that. I get the top prospects in high school. Certainly, it's not football, right? Like you can compete at a very high level and quickly make the bigs. We've seen it happen before. And it's not going to impact you physically like football does.
Right. Yeah, no, I like the idea. And I think with the influx of NIL, I don't think as many people are going to be quick to go to the MLB if they get drafted in the 6th round. Whereas like pre-NIL, if you got drafted anywhere in the first 10 rounds.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
That was another one that MLB recommended was shortening the draft from 20 rounds to 10.
Yeah.
And that one it sounds like it shot down as well.
I think they just shot down the whole thing because
probably.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
Shot the whole thing.
The other part of that, like how do you really enforce that when you have a ton of international players, right? And a lot of those players are getting signed at 16 years old out of Venezuela.
They had
that upset some people because they were not going to change the international rules. They could still sign at 17.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, then now I'm out, right? It's like, okay, if you're going to make the American kids play in college, again, I love that. That's great. Also, maybe the college baseball teams can dip into Venezuela or whatever. But yeah, it's got to be uniform across the board. Either those, a kid from Venezuela, maybe he's a late bloomer. Okay, well, he can't play until
You have to be 20 years old.
20 years old, right? 20,
That's
the same as Americans, and
that's an interesting point. For what a foreign influence we have in Major League Baseball, we're not seeing it in college baseball. Now,
Yeah.
I know why,
MLB.
but it's just we're not. Yeah.
They're all going MLB because you get signed straight out of Curacao. You're not going to college.
Yeah.
You're
They're also probably not academically qualifying because they're not going to school that long. Typically.
That's a good point.
No, they're I don't think they can. I don't think they can qualify. I don't think it's the ones that are like jumping straight in and some of those guys are good enough. Like by the time they discover them, they're good enough to like jump straight into AA, and then like once you get up to AA, like if there's not a whole lot of barriers in between AA and Major League. Those guys get like Jeff Francoeur was pulled from, and Brian McCann were pulled from AA. They skipped AAA.
Yeah,
The
and they went into the
studs
majors.
oftentimes do. The guys that yo-yo between the majors and AAA are usually not your star players. Yeah.
No, those are into the roster guys that just they can't quite find a spot for them, and they at the roster deadline they get sent down. At the roster deadline they get pulled back up. For when they expanded to 40 for the playoffs or whatever.
There's a kid in the Braves organization that may skip double in AAA. That's Steve Hartman. That kid is in Rome right now, and he is electric.
Mm-hmm.
I mean and that's just like the fun thought exercise to do, right? It's like, hey, say this rule is in place, like just some of the names, like Roman Anthony, he goes to college. Even going back further, you got Bryce Harper. He's going to like, where does Bryce Harper at Ole Miss?
Actually, Bryce Harper was going to be a Gamecock.
Was he really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because you think about Perkins, they had won the 2 natties and then made it to another.
Oh yeah.
So
That's true.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's just fun to think about some of those guys that skipped college. Like who would have
ECU Pirate Mike Trout.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Clemson Tiger Jeff Francoeur, he would have been in. He would have been. He was actually going to play football and baseball at Clemson.
Wow.
Trying to think who else. Yeah.
Would Kyler Murray have played baseball at A&M?
Who?
Would Kyler Murray have played baseball at A&M too?
Yeah. He actually committed as a dual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was planning to play both, and then I think just made the decision. I'm gonna play football. I think a lot of those guys do once they get into it.
Jameis Winston did both.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
He was the closer for Florida State.
He was.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
He was the closer. He came in through straight gas.
He had a cannon. Yeah.
He still is just straight. I mean, it was just fire coming off his hand. Prime did 3 sports at Florida State: baseball and track and football. I think he played a baseball game and ran in a track meet on the same day.
That's incredible. Yeah, that guy's just.
Bo played both.
Fun trivia fact for you: who was the last SEC player to be all conference in football and basketball?
Football and basketball?
Yep.
Oh gosh.
He is in a Hall of Fame.
No idea.
Basketball. Yeah, I don't know.
Barkley. No.
It's going to be some game.
Pat Riley. Pat Riley.
Pat Riley. Wow.
Pat Riley.
Kentucky. Yeah.
Wow.
Dang. Oh, I never would have gotten that,
No,
man.
I wouldn't have either until I was like, no way. Yeah. All conference D-back at Kentucky.
Huh.
The answer for the ACC would have been Julius Peppers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
Or Charlie Ward.
Yeah.
Tony Gonzalez in the Pac-12.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Nuke Hopkins played a year of basketball at Clemson too. I have to double check that. I think he did. I don't know how much he played.
Might have.
He was
Yeah,
kind
he
of
might
a 6th or 7th man, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he did.
You guys talked about the international players, and if they were had to come to college, you think about some of the greats international players who we could have seen in college.
Dirk.
Have you heard?
I mean,
have you heard Charles Barkley talk about his Dirk Nowitzki story in Germany? Because he said we were on a Nike tour in the summer and we're playing this German team and Scottie Pippen's guarding the wing, and it was Dirk, and it's Scotty's like, I got him. He has 30 at halftime, ends the game with 56, and Charles said, I go up and talk to him at the end, like, who are you? You know, thick accent. My name is Dirk Nowitzki. And he goes, how old are you? I am 18. And Charles said, first thing out of my mouth, you want to go to Auburn? Name your price.
Yeah, no kidding.
And that was then the summer where they changed the rules so the international guys could get drafted right away.
Yep.
That makes sense.
Technically, Steve Nash was an international guy.
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
Canada.
But
Tony Parker.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like baseball.
Akeem Olajuwon was technically too.
Tony Kukoc. Olajuwon played in college though. He did play at Houston.
I was with you, Jake. I was thinking baseball too. I was thinking like Miggy Cabrera.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ronald Acuna Jr. playing in college. What about the flamethrower Aroldis Chapman? Throwing 180 in college. I mean,
what about Ohtani playing in college?
Good
My
Lord.
God.
That would be a joke.
It would be.
Yeah.
You'd be hitting 750.
Now batting for the Bruins, number 17.
Yeah.
Hey, Ohtani.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we just hit one 700 feet.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Literally a cheat code.
His ERA 0.75 and his batting average is 684.
Yeah.
His batting average starts with is 3.2.
Yeah. But those guys with metal bats, oh my God.
Oh my, yeah.
Yeah, that would, God.
Ohtani would have killed a guy.
Yeah.
I saw a funny Ohtani clip the other day.
Rick killed the guy too.
I watch John Boy Media. I watch him a good bit, and he had a video on there where Ohtani was pitching, and it was one of those like very, very close calls, and he hit his head, patted his head quickly, and the catcher was like, "No, man, don't do that." He's like, "Oh crap!" The catcher's like, "Oh crap, we're gonna lose this one." Well, I mean, it was like that much in the strike zone, and Ohtani was just over there, just like, okay. I'm right. Of course. I mean,
and then I think later on in that inning, I think he was having trouble framing.
Yep.
And Ohtani got pissed at him. Like Ohtani
did.
Catch the ball properly. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
He was like, he was wearing it. He wasn't even putting his glove up over his face either. He was wearing him out.
He was. It was funny. that dude's incredible.
Yeah.
I have loved that about the ABS system is you can see it with those guys in the box. Like they know if it's off by like half an inch.
Oh yeah.
I mean, a lot of them are getting it right, and they're like immediately like, look at it. And it's like, oh wow, it is a ball, half an inch. He's like, I knew it, told you.
Yeah, right.
Well, remember they didn't have it World Baseball Classic, and U.S. beat Dominican Republic in the semifinal on a blown call that probably would have gotten called out under ABS.
Right. That's true.
Hey, by the way, I went and did some shopping today. I thought you guys would enjoy what I picked up. It is preview season, baby.
Oh,
I thought you got
I thought you got that. Yeah. Yeah.
Yep, we're locked and loaded, man. We stay strapped here in the off season. So only one I couldn't find yet. I don't think it's on stands yet. I got Pick Six previews in my email. That's coming in early July. And then I think Dave Campbell's Texas football. I don't think it's out on some stands, at least around me. So I got to pick that one up soon. But yeah, man.
What did you get? Athlon, Phil Steele, and Lindy's?
Athlon, yep. Phil Steele and Lindy's. So we are about to gain some ball knowledge.
There you go. We're so close to the season, boys. I mean,
I know. This is all these are helping me supplement our Biscuit Index series that we're doing on Biscuits and SEC Live right now, which is a ton of fun. We deep dive into every team, but not just the rosters. It's like everything, to do with the program. But, in order to get caught up on the rosters and where the heck everybody landed after the transfer portal, I need my trusty Bibles.
Of course, the first team out there, we just give them the maximum number of biscuits possible. So,
yeah, exactly. We got to start off with a bang.
Yeah.
Right.
Pull them out of the oven hot and fresh, Mike.
Yeah.
Come on.
There you go.
Give the people what they want.
What was it? Grandma's 100-year-old recipe? Was that the 12
100-year-old
biscuits?
recipe.
Yep.
Christmas morning.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Scrape the burn off with 5 or something.
Yeah. Corey, I think you'll enjoy that one. It was Georgia. Georgia got 12 biscuits.
Georgia's got 12 biscuits. Gotta love it.
Just me, we got a whole rating system. It's on there, but 12 is perennial power.
What 2 schools are you guys doing next week, boss man?
That's a good question. Hold on, I had this up the other day. Actually, I've got it right here. Auburn's next week. Hammer's doing Auburn, and I've got the Florida Gators.
Oh, love it.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Yeah, because those are 2 teams with a lot going on this offseason.
I hate that I have to temporarily like the Florida Gators.
Mm-hmm. Bama connection.
I hate it.
Yep.
You can like them until the play them. That's it.
I don't give a crap what they do overall record. I just want them to score a bunch of points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I want them to lose to Georgia and lose to Vandy 54-52.
Yeah.
There you go.
That way it's all the defense coordinator's fault.
There you go.
Okay.
You're ready for Buster to get a head coaching job.
Yeah, that way I don't have to root for the Gators anymore.
There you go.
Yeah.
That will be an interesting because I think we're only 2-ish years away from that happening.
But what will happen is Josh Heupel will get fired and Buster will get hired at Tennessee.
Oh, God.
I'll tell you, a coordinator who's probably going to get a head coaching job soon, that's Kane Womack, which I'm terrified of.
Yeah. I mean, he still could be a head coach if he didn't want a bigger one. He'd still be at South Alabama.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah, he's a heck of a coach. And I'll be curious, too, with Linguist, if you guys lose him, Jake, because he was a head coach at Buffalo.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah, that's a kind of a sneaky one that not a lot of people think about.
Yeah.
Right.
Being a good part.
And he's a great recruiter too.
The other one, I think, boss man, this is a you guys one. Elijah Robinson will be one before too long. He's a good coach.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, I'm so happy to have him back. Like I never thought he loved A&M. He was beloved by our fan base, and so when we lost him, like we understood because he was getting a promotion at the time. But man, to have him back on the sideline in College Station is huge. That guy's a hell of a defensive line coach. So
yeah,
we're pumped
for sure. Glenn Schumann, maybe.
Yeah,
I think will be.
Yeah,
I think Mike Bobo's pretty safe.
Probably. Yeah,
I don't think he's gonna be a head coach anywhere. That Will Stein guy could be a head coach soon. Oh,
yeah.
I have a question, and it won't be an SEC team, but if the Longhorn defense lights it on fire, does Will Muschamp get another shot somewhere? Like get a G5, or would he even want a G5 head job at this point?
Not.
I mean, he could probably go back to South Carolina if they fire Shane Beamer. I'm sorry.
I take no. Maybe
that was for the Longhorn Network joke earlier.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
No, if Syracuse has a good season, I want Fran Brown. If the Gamecocks are looking,
I think they're going to tank, man. I'm sorry. I think the Fran Brown experiment is over, to be honest.
See, I'm the opposite because they were 9 wins his first year, and last year they were pretty good until their QB got hurt. Then they just didn't have a backup.
That's true.
Syracuse is just tough.
It is.
It is hard.
It's a tough place to win football games.
Yeah.
It's a basketball school.
Oh, I'm loving this right here. Longhorn defense lighting on fire. Exactly. Yes.
They have the best defensive player in the country in Colin Simmons.
That's one guy. So it's a team effort, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah.
Don't let facts stand in the way of boss man Longhorn hate. Okay?
Right. Yeah.
Over hating, man.
Yeah.
Cut half.
I do. Somebody had. I heard this the other day. I didn't see this, but
With
somebody
no jam.
apparently ranked Arch 10th in the. I think it was in the SEC. The 10th quarterback in the SEC. I was like, all right,
wow.
even I can't. Even I cannot put him at 10th in the SEC.
No.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
He looked pretty good against A&M that last game.
Yeah, last month of the year he was awesome.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I've just Men in Black that from my mind. So
Yeah, I know.
It's
Yeah.
starting to click for him. Unfortunately for you, boss man, it's starting to click.
Yeah.
And
And,
it-
then,
I know.
and they're Cam Coleman, and then the two with bringing in Hollywood Smothers and Rayleigh Brown. If they can get a serviceable O line, they're going to be tough.
Well, I think that's the key. That was their problem last year. I mean, going into the year, that's what we were Hammer and I were talking all about that. It's like, hey, everybody's just looking at skill positions and all the shiny stuff, and it's shiny.
Yeah.
But you lost 4 on the offensive line, and that was a really good offensive line. And sure enough, it took a long time.
I've told you, boss, but too, I think that's with the Aggies too. You guys look good everywhere. That O line lost a lot going into them. Do you replace all 5 or 4?
4, same thing. 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
But what kind of experience did you replace him with? Because I think with the transfer portal, the experience thing is different.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you're replacing those guys with freshmen, right? If you get legit guys out of the portal, that's like 3/4 credit for experience. Like
I agree with that, but I still think like the offensive line, even the experience stuff matters for sure. But if you're coming in and you're coming into a new scheme, you're working with new guys, like the offensive line has to work as one,
Has to gel.
That doesn't. I mean,
the continuity is huge.
Continuity is huge.
Yeah.
I get it, but like things work at a faster pace these days. Like that's not as big of a problem to me.
I don't know about that. I thought that was probably going to be the case with the portal and once it got implemented. But if you go back and look at the Joe Moore Award finalists, all of those lines are lines that, for the most part, you had like one guy maybe who was on the transfer portal or from the transfer portal. The rest of them are typically upperclassmen, juniors and seniors, and guys who have played together for 2 to 3 years.
But
Well,
it was, the two best in the country last year were Indiana and Iowa, and they both had guys that had played together for 3 years
Right.
or 2.
Well, their philosophy is developed from within, so
Yes.
they don't ever overhaul either.
You know,
Like it's a difference.
Yeah.
Like that's the double-edged sword of the portal. Like you're getting experience, which helps soften the blow. But like when you compare them against the Iowas and Indianas of the world, like those guys stay together because, and Vandy's starting to get that too. They're starting to get, like with this past recruiting class, they brought in 5 offensive linemen. They're trying to create that class separation so they're not having to replace 4 guys every single year.
Mm-hmm.
And Kirk Ferentz might be the best O-line developer in the world. Like he's really, really good at it.
Yeah.
A&M's going to be a great test case for it this year because we brought in a ton from the portal, a lot of guys who were highly recruited out of high school.
You bought Trovon Bow, asshole.
We got multiple SEC guys, so we'll see, right?
Yeah.
Like, and some of those guys, like, look, they were SEC guys, they were highly recruited, they have the profile of a good offensive lineman, but at their previous stops, like, it didn't go so well.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. We're going to be a great test case for exactly what we're talking about right here.
Vanderbilt too. I mean, Vanderbilt's got 3 guys that came in from the portal.
Alabama's got 4.
Cooper, 3 starters. Cooper,
will
the
be
center,
really good. Yeah.
the Bo Johnson from North Dakota State, which you're getting guys from O-line factories. So that's good. And then the third starter, I believe, is going to end up being Micah DeBose from Alabama.
Okay.
As a portal guy, but that one might be a in the system guy. He's competing with an in the system guy, and then of course the other tackle position is 2 in the system guys that were brought in from the portal the previous season. So they've been on campus.
So I have a question real quick. Before we get out of here.
I didn't take long.
Let's
Sorry.
go. Mike, you might be able to answer this, but let's say just hypothetically, just throwing it out there, that Texas goes 9-3 again, and they don't make the playoffs again. Does start getting a little hot down there in Texas, or you think he's pretty safe?
It shouldn't, but it will.
At 9 wins, he won't get fired, but it might be, hey, dude, we expect better than this in 2027.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Oh, for sure. With Arch Manning at quarterback right here, they're expecting a national title and all
Right.
the talent and all the money they
It's
put
going to
in.
be the same way with Lincoln Riley. It's, hey, dude, we're expecting better than this.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So you may need to go back to Oklahoma if they'll have you. Yeah.
They got Brent Vrabel, so I don't think they need him.
Yeah,
I was talking about that with the UCLA guy I had on off season this week about Lincoln Riley, and I don't think he would get fired. It would be a, hey, dude, if you go take another job, we won't charge you a buyout, and then you don't have to pay. We won't pay you, and you won't pay us. And
I mean that is true. Before they come to SEC,
dude, this guy hates Texas more than you do, boss man.
Boss man's
They're
like,
ultra. There's kindred spirits here. They're ultra.
yeah.
Is this Hammer?
Good to see you, my man?
Hey, come back.
Is this
next
Hammer
week.
in Virginia on a burner account?
Right? Yeah. Is this, yeah.
Oh man. No.
Speaking of Virginia, Vandy added Virginia to the schedule.
That's too fun.
Texas has won playoff games 2 of the last 3 years.
That is true.
That's not. Yeah.
Texas looks great on paper,
been
but games aren't played on paper. They're played inside TV sets.
Yeah.
All right, Corey. 2 minutes.
That was a Kenny Mayne joke.
I know.
I love that. Was great.
Yeah.
All right, 2 minutes, guys. I hope you guys enjoy our new set, by the way, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. This really a lot of fun show, boss man. Great to have you back, Jake, Mike. This was round 2 for us.
Right.
We did Locked On Vandy earlier today. So we are SEC After Dark. We joined forces to bring you the greatest show of the week, and it's because we joined forces. It's like the Infinity Stones, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like a bunch of these great shows join forces and become one. So it's absolutely amazing, and that starts with Biscuits and SEC. We got one half of that show represented with the Boss Man. And we got our double shot of Alabama, Jake Thomas, who made his debut on Locked On Vandy this week. So go check out that episode. He does Tide Talk Live with Stacey Blackwood and Bama After Dark as a solo project. Mike Huseman, Off-Season After Dark, CFB in 3, which is his new spinoff series, which may actually become bigger than Off-Season, which – if that happens, that's a great deal. I mean, it's a great show. You should check that out. It's basically college football news getting fed through a fire hose. So,
Off season, we had UCLA this week, and then next week we're Wolfpack, NC State.
Okay.
So
Kenton Gibbs.
Yep.
Nice. Nice.
I see that. It's just reaction. I don't know.
Yep.
Reflex.
Too legit to quit. All right. Stephen Willis, not pictured, Locked On Ole Miss. He's rocking and rolling. I think he's up to I think him and Pitbull are competing for streams on Spotify. So
I'm sure.
Pretty soon Steve will get an FBS stadium named after him, like Pitbull does.
Yeah. And a bowl game.
Yeah.
And bowl game.
Yes.
The Stephen Willis Bowl. So that'll be a lot of fun, but he should be back with us next week. And of course, Jeb, rounding out the list, and Hammer will hopefully be back. Maybe we'll be at full strength at some point this summer before the season kicks off. We'll get a couple of our preseason games in before the real games start as far as picks goes. So that'll be
that continuity together again. We haven't been on a full show in a while.
Right, it'd be it's like riding
an
a bike.
offensive line.
Mm-hmm. So for Boss Man, for Jake, for Mike Huseman, I'm Corey Burton. Locked On Vandy. Check me out. I'm 1,450 subscribers. I'm like 2 shy of 1,450, so I'm creeping up there towards 2,000.
Keep rolling.
Yeah, if I can get to if I can get to 2K, I can get to 3K pretty quick. So
there you go.
But we are SEC After Dark. Hope you guys join us back here next time. Be a friend, tell a friend, tell them to bring a friend as well. We'll have a big old audience out there if everyone tells a friend and gets them out there. I want to see that number creep up to 800 or 900 like it did that one time during the live stream. So
come back next week.
Time. Thanks for tuning in. Loved having you comment.
Yeah, until next time, as always, go Dogs. Anchor down.
Roll Tide.
Game.
Boomer
In stream.